What's up everybody, Cursing Mushroom here and welcome back to another gaming video. So guys, with all this recent updates and this and that with Destiny, I want to make sure I'm bringing you guys all the current news, especially with them being a little more vocal. That way we can decide what we want to do with Destiny, if we want to continue playing Destiny, and so on and so forth. So that way I can shed some insight for you guys. Now personally, I do really appreciate all the conversation that is being had over at Bungie with the community now. It seems like we're going towards where we want to be. And so I do applaud them in that retrospective. Now me, I was a little upset about the whole, not gonna lie, the whole faction rally not having really any weapons thing. And I still think that is valid for me to be upset because of what we experienced through Destiny 1 and then Destiny 2. Up to this point, there was just nothing, which I'm not going to beat that horse, but we're going to move on. So I just thought it needed to be said. I was a little upset. But with these new free updates, okay, I'm actually pretty happy with Destiny at the current moment. I'm enjoying the grind a little bit to get some Masterwork armors, sets, and, you know, it's nice to be able to make my character look like I want him to look. So, with that being said, let's get into it. So this is about the Destiny 2 development roadmap. Okay, and let's see what Christopher Barrett had to say. Hey everyone, a few weeks ago we published a dev update with some details about our plans for Destiny 2 with the first of those downloads out the door. We're following up the conversation with a clear outlook on when more features and content will arrive in the game. This roadmap contains a series of updates that are scheduled to land in the weeks and months to come. Everything you'll find below will be delivered to every player of Destiny 2. Some of these delivery dates may change, but everything you see listed here is being worked on by the team. While there are larger projects in development, these are the game enhancements you'll find in your immediate future. If any of these developments change, we'll let you know. And these are all free development updates for everybody that plays the game. So what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in here. 1.1.2 is what we're on right now. So that entails Armor Masterworks, Raid Reward Improvements, Prometheus Lens Buff, Flashpoint Milestone Fix, Lost and Found Notifications, Exotics and Heroic Strikes, Mercury Challenges on Adventures. If anybody knows what that means, let me know. This one here, the Mercury Challenges on Adventures, I don't understand if there was like an issue where challenges weren't spawned. I don't know what that one is. Fix Clan Ingrams from Nightfall, Challenges in Quick Play, Dismantle Timer for a Masterwork Cores, and Ikora Waypoint Fix. Now you also have 1.1.3, and this is called Strikes in Social, and it's going to be happening February 27th, a little less than a month from now. And we're looking at Nightfall scoring and high score tracking. Emblem Aura rework, that's nice. I'd like to see a little bit better aura. Fireteam member on destination map. Thank God. PC public text chat, that's good too. Exotic repetition reduction, that's good for some people who don't have all the exotics already, which I don't think there's very many people, to be honest. I would assume, but let me know in the comments down below. Companion mod, shader interactions, companion vendor viewing, and then this one right here, Nightfall Strike unique rewards. Now, this right here, if you look, the one with the asterisk, these features are stretch goals that we have a chance to slip to a later release. So be mindful that this one, and this one could be moved back. So let's just keep that in mind. I am excited that Nightfall Strike unique rewards is coming. Whether it comes February 27th, I do not know. Only time will tell. Now, 1.1.4 Sandbox and Crucible March 27th, 2 months from now. Weapon ability sandbox changes, that's good. Heroic strike modifiers, that is also good. Iron Banner 6v6, that's awesome. Weekly Crucible playlist including Mayhem, awesome. Crucible ammo and gameplay tuning, awesome. Nightfall challenging cards, really good. Crucible quitter penalties, good. Repeat Crucible map and strike protection. I'm assuming strike protection is the same maps over and over again. And then exotic weapon, armor, sandbox changes. Honestly, March 27th, guys, that is going to be a really good month because a lot of these things is what a lot of people want that I play with. And I can't wait to see what happens here. Crucible's going to be better. And obviously, the whole ability, weapon tuning, that's all needs to be changed anyways. It's been a while. So let me know if you're excited for any of these. If I said anybody that wants to wait like, you know, wait until you decide to jump back in. I'd say March 27th would be a good time for you to jump back in. Personally, I'm jumping back in now, and I'm going to try to grind a lot just to get enough cores and stuff like that, because I know that when everything changes, stuff may be different, and I'm going to want to be prepared for that. I don't want to be caught with my pants down, so to speak. Sometimes. Anyways, so Season 3, Christopher Barrett did reiterate and say that Season 3 in May 1.2.0 is when the DLC will be releasing. So it will be in May. So people that are asking, it will be released in May. He said that on Twitter. A new season of content, May. Eater of Worlds Prestige Mode. Seasonal Crucible rankings, private matches, vault space increase, thank God, multi-emote, exotic masterworks, thank God, seasonal vendor progression, that is good, faction rally improvements, oh my gosh, please, and then mod system improvements. So they've got a lot of good things in the works, guys. A lot of good things are happening here, and I'm super stoked, to be honest. I'm ready to see some of these things come to light. And then he begins to say, beginning tomorrow and in the weeks coming, we'll dive into the details on the future outlined above, featuring screenshots or developer commentary. If this forecast changes, we'll share out a new version of it with new dates and expectations. We know you have new questions about everything you just read, and we look forward to answering them. Thank you again for your feedback about the game. So everybody, what do you think about this overall development roadmap? Do you think this is a much better strategy than what they were doing in D1 and even the beginning of D2? I think this is a fantastic way to get your players involved, your player base. So what do you guys think about this? I'm really happy for the whole development roadmap, and it's a good way to get the players involved. I think it's a good way in the right direction, and we need to just keep voicing our opinion. Let's be calm and collected, not like I've been before. The one time I let it slip. Alright guys, so I wanted to add this to the end of the video. This recently came out, and I wanted to add it to part of this video that I created. I did not want to miss out on anything. Good stuff here. So this week at Bungie 2.1.18, they're talking about the roadmap, which we just talked about. But then if you go down here, they're talking about the new Sandbox update that's going to be happening. Okay, check this out. So, they wanted to talk about pretty much everything that's going to be happening on here, right? On the 27th of March, okay? So let's get into it. So this is what's going to be happening. All 3 glides plus catapult and strafe lift have been returned and buffed to make them more unique and faster. The mobility stat has had its range expanded and been completely returned as well. Retuned, excuse me. In short, everyone gets faster and high end is higher. The player's ground speed cap has been increased, allowing for faster total movement speed, and regardless of how you get there. Arc Strider, Sentinel, and Striker all move faster and at the same speed as one another while in their supers. So your character is going to move a lot faster if you're using a Sentinel, Striker, or Arc Strider when you're active super. It's going to be great. You're going to be moving like lickety-split. Arc Strider as a whole is performing well in PvP, but mostly due to its neutral game perks. We've made the following changes in an effort to get the super to be a more competitive option. Faster attack animations, faster dodge animations, increased range of all attacks, supers recharge faster for everyone. We've buffed several weapon archetypes, including but not limited to hand cannons, pulse rifles, sniper rifles, and shotguns. So that's going to be the new meta. It seems to be hand cannon, pulse rifles, snipers, and shotguns. So hold on to your hand cannons and pulse rifles, guys, especially if it looks like it could be a good one. A key goal here is to make shotgun, snipers, and fusion rifles more prevalent in the game. We've also been working side by side with our friends on PvP to increase the pace of PvP combat and the frequency of power play. Here's a sneak peek at their hard work. So this is going to be what's in correlation to some of the PvP changes other than what you just seen there. Player respawn times for quick play modes has been decreased. That's pretty cool, I guess. Power ammo respawn timers for all quick play modes have been reduced by 30%. So we're going to see a lot more power ammo in quick play. Power ammo respawn timers in survival has been reduced by 40%. Power ammo respawn timers and countdown has been reduced by 25%, and then ammo counts have been adjusted in relation to these timers and in relation to weapon type. So yes, you'll get a reduced time in which you can grab them, but the weapons you're probably not going to get as much, I would assume. And then enemy players now drop their power ammo on death. The drop brick is available for anyone to pick up for 30 seconds. So you're going to see a lot more power weapons getting used simply because, one, people are going to obtain the actual power ammo more, and then when you kill them, they're going to leave their power brick, if they had any, for up to 30 seconds where anybody can grab it. And then finally, the shoulder charge changes that went in a couple months ago have been fully reverted. What they're pretty much saying is that, okay, because I've read this and I want to kind of paraphrase it for you guys. This video is an hour long, but they nerfed shoulder charge where it wasn't to be used as a mobility factor when people liked using it as a mobility factor because they wanted you to use it more as just an attack, which was kind of the wrong step because people should be able to play how they want to play. If they want to use it as an attack, they'll use it as an attack, but let them use it for a mobility standpoint. And so this is what they're saying here, is they pretty much feel like they want to balance around what people enjoy and not just going against it. Okay, and so here he's talking about snipers. Many of you have rightfully complained that snipers flinch too hard when you're taking hits. And what they go in to say is that there was a bug from when the game originally released, and that it's making it harder for them to tune the sniper to reduce that amount of flinch. So it's going to take them a little bit more time to actually tune the snipers, but it is coming, and that they plan to let us know when anything will change on that. Okay. And then here, like I mentioned, this is the first part in the series of Sandbox updates that we hope you come to enjoy, and all these changes continue to solidify. We'll have more to say. The next items on our agenda after these changes include the mod system rework, which we plan to use to buff ability cooldowns. So when they rework the mod system again, they want it to buff the ability cooldowns. And the exotic balance pass is what some of the things that are coming up next. And then right here, this is an interesting sentence here. This one right here. We are also continuing to evaluate Destiny 2's weapon slot system and how all the different types of weapon in Destiny fit into the game, how they are being played, and what we can do to improve that experience. Expect to hear more from us about that in the future update. So I'm thinking the best So I'm thinking the best case scenario for them, what they can do, is they're not going to be able to just revert back to the old Destiny 1 system. But what they need to do is there needs to be some snipers, some shotguns, and some fusion rifles that are considered an energy weapon and not a kinetic. They're just considered an energy weapon. They can be in the energy slot because of maybe they're less powerful than the power versions of themselves. And so I think that would be a good takeaway. You know, just make a couple shotguns, make a couple snipers, make a couple fusions, and put them in the energy slot. Make them a little bit more, not so robust in terms of damage or whatever. And that way people feel like they can use whatever they want to use, because honestly, 2 primary weapons is kind of like, there's not enough variance between the two. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I just quickly inputted this into that first part so that way you could see this stuff. I didn't want you to miss out. Guys, it's been wonderful. It's been great. I hope you have a great afternoon, morning, day, or night, whatever it may be. As usual, Cursing Mushroom out. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget, you can subscribe to my channel in the comments or the description down below. Also, hit the little red bar and the bell to be notified.